Howdy, folks. We here trying to put the frontier back into the final frontier to be the best of the weird space west. How are you folks doing this fine Sunday afternoon? We did one of these streams just a little bit ago. Just trying to continue to put out content to make people aware of Jack Irons, Steel Cowboy #3, launching on Indiegogo in February. So that's kind of what this is about. The last one, we went through some awesome fan art entries to our fan art contest, as well as a couple other pieces that happened to come in. Very cool stuff. We also went over the campaign page. Do that, I think, one more time. I'm going to start with pre-launch page link, which I will be posting in chat now. That's it right there. You can go ahead and sign on. Make sure you don't miss the best of the Weird Space West in February. Also get you a perk at launch, the best deal on the best of the Weird Space West. So yeah, check that out. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Browser, blammo. Lead you to something like this. There's two pages. One will have tracker here instead, our blue native top predator right here. So keep that aware. They won't always look the same, but we're offering you some cool stuff. You know, we have wonderful art and stories that you're not going to find elsewhere. So make sure to sign up there. And then this will be what you'll be kind of seeing at launch. Something like this, we'll be aiming for this. It's a tough goal. It's basically what we hit last time without Indiegogo's fees factored in. Got to hit that. Oh, no Jack number at least this round. So going to be pushing it very, very hard. All of our artists wanted a pay increase, and I want to give it to them because they were really working lower than they deserved to. First two issues, so yeah. To that effect, I'm not charging anything unless we hit stretch goal 1, in which case I get a little bit of money to hopefully upgrade my PC here. And that's about it. You guys will also get a second pinup. Of course, if we get this far, I'll get paid. You guys get a second pinup. There's a lot of other really cool stretch goals, but hitting this is going to be extremely difficult, let alone our 1500 less. So I'm not trying too hard. This is the preview of this. There's a sticker you can get during the campaign. Just some other previews if you're not familiar with Jack Iron Steel Cowboy. A lot of good links, all of that. You guys will be seeing that, a lot more of that all the time on our channel come launch. It'll probably be every stream of this campaign. So, yeah. Again, I'd like to thank Michael Bancroft for donating of his review video right here. You guys can go ahead and check it out yourself at the link. Let me see if I can actually link that for you guys. Oh, I can. So let me go over here. I'll link you guys to that in chat as well. Go support his channel. He does some really cool stuff, and he's kind of new on the scene, but he does extremely well. The reason why I wanted to borrow his video for the pre-launch video and for this is simply because of that. He presents Jack 1 and 2 very honestly, and I really hope people will see that and appreciate that. All right, that's Jack Irons, the Steel Cowboy, #3, what we're kind of trying to do. Over on Patreon, we're working to get consistent releases where we don't have to do these campaigns. Deliver backers consistently. It's going to take a while to get there, but the more eyes we can get on it, and the more faith we can get in Weird Space West, the more we carve out the final frontier back into a frontier. So check it out. Link will probably be dropped in chat either by the bot or by me right now. Oh, welcome Laguna Muta. If you folks aren't familiar, the song that just played as our intro was written and edited, the video and the music, of course, produced by Laguna Muta. Please go ahead and check out some amazing indie rock available on all the finest digital music stores. Just look up Laguna. Plugs Out was his debut. I believe that's on sale. Exactly where I said, basically everywhere. Um, and he asks, when's the launch? Beginning of February. On IndieCron, which we are on again now. I put February 2nd. I'm very unsure exactly where we when, because I'm gonna feel out a few things. Particularly, there's a few conversations I need to have with a few very important parties. Uh, Once that happens, I'll have better info for a solid launch date. For now, I'm just saying February. It could be end of February, beginning of February, mid-February. Um, no idea personally. Clue. I just wanted to show you guys this. Let me grab this. I appreciate it. Pixel Traders put a lot of work into this website, and it's got a lot of actually very helpful information. So go ahead and check this out. It's Cron. Go ahead and turn that on for you. Give you an idea. It just kind of helps boost that thing. You can straight up join the mailing list. Really, just clicking in there. You can connect with us. All the names, all that good stuff. Pitch images, all of that. You know, blah 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 blah. Um, find out other titles, which is some of the better parts. It's all upcoming. For research purposes, which is a good reason why I really like this, is you can kind of check how much it funded for, what was the average of funding, how many backers, kind of this number right here. I found that extremely helpful. Um, kind of gives you an idea of how much people are willing to spend. Look at that. Look at these guys. 5 backers, and on average, it was 116 bucks. It hasn't gotten to where it needs to go, but well, you know, some neat stuff. Some neat stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Indicron. Muchas gracias, Pixel Trader. Um. Okay. Well, with that, let me go ahead and that and go over here. Yeah, so sometime in February, we've got quite a few options in terms of backing. Since you got the first 2 issues, Laguna, you get this for a little bit cheaper, and it'll help us quite a bit. Go into here and say you get that. You can go get all of our prints, and you can get a shirt. This is just a rough draft of the shirt, not guaranteed. Final design determined on funding. That's just to give you an. But yeah, so we've got. I tried to be a little bit more thrifty with this one. Yeah, leave page. Oh, you couldn't even see what I'm doing. Oh God, I'm tired. Yesterday took a toll. All I was talking about is if you just want to get number 3s. Let's go through what I was doing again. Go on in here and get number 3, and you can add a shirt or all the prints. If you want number 1, 2, and 3, you can get them on the top. We might be doing an exclusive cover for covers for 1 and 2 if again, it's one of those things I have to talk to a few interested parties and important parties about. So again, this isn't finalized. That's why we're not really going through it. Even though I'm kind of proud of the pitch and the flow and stuff, there's a few people who I want to hear from to see if I can tweak this better. But I think it pitches all right. You can also get these stickers. Yeah, I believe Laguna is actually one of the few who actually already has a few of these stickers. Pretty good quality. I like them. We'll be getting quite a few of them. Hopefully you guys will want them too. yeah, that is that. That. Go over here. Check on that. Check on that. All good. So yeah, February. There's the mailing list link if you really don't want to miss it up in chat. Please check that out and sign up if you would. Make sure you don't miss the launch, and you can get an even cheaper secret perk at launch, which it saves you about to was it $5 to like $15 depending on the add-ons. Go to the secret perk, but you'll see. You'll see if you go ahead and join the main. So, thanks, Laguna. Yeah, I really like the stickers. Vincent Rush and Matthias Laborde did a wonderful job on that image. Zero Fox cutting it out and making it transparent and doing the logo and all that. Just really well done. IronVerse Comics is just freaking killer, and I'm privileged to work alongside him. And again, I'm gonna drill this in people's heads until they're sick of it. Privileged alongside to work on the best of the Weird Space West. Now, we're going to go ahead and switch gears from pushing that. Again, check out Michael Bancroft's review. I believe I put that up in chat. Please do. It's going to be our campaign video as well, but it'll give you an idea if you're unfamiliar with IronVerse Comics, in particular Jack Iron Steel Cowboy, and what we've done so far. It's a great place to get an idea, besides checking out the free-to-read issue, which will probably be dropped in chat by the bot at some point. Alrighty, so let me switch gears, and we'll just put on something to groove to. There's a good chance, a very good chance, that if we go long enough, Dollar Coins will be joining me on stream. But until then, we've got to fill some time. So we're opening some things that you guys can hear noises from, but then once it loads, I'm going to go ahead and switch it so you guys can see. Then finish the setup. And then we'll see what we're going to do. I think I have an idea what I want to do. But might be a minute or two. Alright, there. Almost loaded. Tab. Head and chat up and not yet. Do things out of order, you regret it. Chat up in front. Oh, I can see the mic, I can see chat. You guys can't see the game, but hopefully that's fixed the second I open this. Well, not the second, but yeah, there you go. Yeah. Perfect. We'll just start simply, and then I do want to do an actual campaign. I think that'll give us enough time to get dollar coins in here. We'll see. We'll see. Nah, let's do Hollow Winter. 1-1. I can usually make this map last a long time. That's what we'll do. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and load this up and play this. Appreciate you folks being here. Hope your Sunday is going pretty damn well. Tag that. But yeah. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy this gameplay AMA. Always an Ask Me Anything when I'm streaming. Oh, there we go. That's why. I don't see it. Very odd. Usually I see. Yeah, I was tagged in it too. Weird. That sometimes happens. Happens. What caught it now? My phone being weird. Showing me something from a long time. But yeah, I'm just hanging out today. Today was our day. Oh, 5 minutes, he says. 5 minutes, Dogcoin says. So, we'll see. I'm thinking mic on my end's working. I should be in Discord. So everything should be set, and I shouldn't have to fudge with anything. But we'll see. We'll see. Still loading, by the way. I don't know if you folks can see it because I have our watermarks. But getting there. I would say about 70%. Usually at this point it'll jump to like, 5 and then jump to 90 and 92 really quick and then finish loading. But a lot of things I could be wrong about. Now you can kind of see where it's chugging along up on the top right hand corner. When that stops spinning, it's loading a big chunk of it. I think so. That might be what's happening right now. Or it could crash on me, but that's unlikely. Kind of made sure things crash. All right, so we're in. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I want that pretty thing.
Weapons over here.
Oh, you take the only freaking. Oh, I don't like Q-Bill.
Machete here.
Took the only freaking Magnum. All right. Oh well.
Grabbing a shot.
I guess we're good to go.
Y'all get ready now. Reloading. Reloading.
All right.
Reloading.
Oh. Oh man.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Oh boy, there is a tank somewhere. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. All right. All right.
Ammo here. Reloading here.
Okay.
First aid kit here.
Oh, that was bad.
Gotta reload.
Where is he? I hear him. We got him. He walks into a firing squad. I don't wish this game had iron sights, because that crosshair gets in your... But I like the pushing mechanic, so I'm not going to complain. Oh.
Look out now.
I hear Grundy. You guys are backing up into the horde, you crazy bastards! Fucker. Yeah, you get down there. All right.
Reloading here.
Reloading here.
Come on.
Reloading.
Phew.
Reloading.
Oh, of course.
Ready.
Oh boy. Suck it. Go get you some.
Hey, look out.
Oh wow, I really thought that got in there. Where's this tank? There's two of them. Oh no. Oh, sorry, Francis. Yeah. Hack and slash.
Charger.
Well, that didn't work as well as it could have. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Reload, damn it.
Reloading. Can't move. Help. Smoker. Look out now. Whoa. Is that a zombie? Like a zombie?
Son of a bitch. Oh god. That's not good. You should be able to, dollar coins, just jump into chat. I'm right there in there. I should be able to hear you too. I don't see the issue. Let me go ahead. But this could glitch the stream, but you should. Everything's set up, brother. You should just be able to hop into that same chat stream that's there. And I should be able to hear you. But I'm checking now. Oh, don't do a Discord call. Go into the stream chat. That's the issue. I'm not going to pick up. That's the issue. Yeah, no. Go into the stream chat that I'm already in. Waiting for you. Trying to call me on Discord, that's not going to work. And now we have this whole pause thing going on. So I'm checking anyway. It's just going to be a minute till I'm in there. Yeah, just go into the stream chat. I'm right there. It's not loading you at the moment. No, there I am. Yeah, I'm right. And there you are. Yeah, just hop into, go to New Deadwood Communications and stream chat. Invite or request only. You are certainly invited and requested. I'll wait here and I'll hop back into the game once you're in, brother. Let me know and I should be able to hear you properly. Yeah, because no, you don't want me to have to interact with Discord. So go to our Discord, New Deadwood Communications, eh, and boom, it should be right there. Just click on the chat where I'm already in. In fact, it should show me pretty easy that I'm in there. It should be popped right out. I don't think you can hide me if I'm in the chat. You should be able to scroll right down, and I'm right there. New Deadwood Communications. There's only 2 threads in that one. And you can close all the others, and so there's only about 5 threads. Yeah, you're in community. Close. Close. We don't want community. We want New Deadwood Communications. That's where our stream chats are. That's where we chatted last time. And it's where I have it set up properly so that there we are.
There you are. Oh
There
man,
we
so annoying.
are. You got lost in the woods there. I don't blame you. All right, so I can get back to what I was doing, which was murdering zombies.
As you were.
Yep. How you doing?
Pretty
might
damn
be-
good. Eating beef.
Right on,
Eat
but you
some
might be
jerky.
really loud. Yeah, you're super fucking loud. Let me turn you
Hold
down.
on.
Yeah,
I
you're
can
like,
turn it down too. How about
yeah.
now?
That's much better. We're not hitting the reds. Keep talking though.
Yo yo yo. 1,
Yeah,
2,
it's
3.
perfect. That should be
Cowboy
perfect.
Bebop.
There you go. Even with that little bit, you dipped barely into the yellows. That'll be perfect. All right.
Okay.
All right, there's that. Let me click on over here, and it'll load eventually. We're getting clicky noises.
No, that's me grabbing a bag.
Ah, got it. Well, it's also me with the game loading. It's kind of funny. We got a heavy metal kind of going on right now. There it goes. All right. There we go. There we go.
Left 4 Dead. Good game.
Yeah, probably one of my favorites.
Reloading.
I finally got it running good on this, and most of what I want. I couldn't do any of my custom voice mods or anything. They make the game run too slow, too much data.
You look like we're fighting Solomon Grundy in there.
We are fighting Solomon Grundy in there. That's the custom voice mod I was able to get in here. It's small enough. So I did the voice for that Grundy, and somebody else took the model from, what is it, Arkham City, I think? One of the Arkhams.
Yeah, it's gotta be Arkham City.
Frank, where's
I
Frank?
don't remember him in. I don't remember him in Asylum.
Okay. And I never played Origins, so if he's in that one, I don't know either.
Yeah, I mean.
I have it. I started it, but that's as far as I got. Same with the Assassin's Creeds. I got real far through, and then I kind of run out of interest in that gameplay mechanic. It's pretty fun, the blocking and the countering. It's fun to watch, and it can get kind of fun to play, but it's pretty monotonous after a while. Just make sure you hit that Y button or that triangle button in time.
Yeah, there's a video of a guy just fighting 10 dudes and he's just pressing X or whatever back and forth. And
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, it is gonna keep me awake too. That's the other thing. Oh, fat bitch! Yeah, that sucked. Oh well.
this game was amazing when it came out.
Oh, so good when it came out. I didn't actually get to play 2 when it came out. I only got to play it years later. I played the hell out of 1 when it came out on consoles. That was it. It was like the last Christmas gift, and that was so fun.
It stayed like close to $60 for a long time.
Yeah. And now you can get it for like $2 on sale on Steam, which is great.
Probably the original copy still costs 60.
Oh, could be.
But this was the only reason to get free.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another exclusive I personally really liked, and who got big out of the rock? I don't know. Xbox did have 360 did have kind of a rotten luck on exclusive. I mean, the Halos were fun. I enjoyed Halo 3. Didn't play Halo 4. Didn't play ODST. Didn't play Recon. But I loved 3. 3 was pretty fun. Um,
360 never made a dime
yeah,
on it, like since it's released in the market. It was just released just to be there as a competitor.
yeah. Well, it was that. If they had let the PS3 just be by itself, it would have. The Wii didn't compete with that. It didn't even try. We're this other thing, is what they went for. And that worked enough. The Wii sold real well.
People liked the 360. I liked
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I did too.
It had a cool. Well, the original version of the original like menu was like horrible. Then they
Yeah,
converted it.
yeah.
Then
Once they
they
added
made it that.
avatars and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah, that was fine.
And then
Definitely better than the original. Yeah, yeah. And then they tried something else. Yeah. uh, suck the vomit. All right. Oh, nobody's here when I toss that. That's great. Not a waste at all.
Son, we just crossed the street. Remember that part?
Yes, indeed. There you go. Yeah, I mean, they really did a great job of tension, building tension into the gameplay mechanics in this game. The whole time it's tense or you're playing on easy with a bunch of pros, but yeah. This can probably go up to 25 minutes just because I have all 8 survivors in it. So it's 8 on, oh, there's 2 tanks, I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. Double Grundy. Double Grundy! Born on a Monday, died on a Sunday!
I was gonna say it like that. You took over.
I did. I do that, don't I? Oh well. Temporary speed boost? Well then, I think I just might. Suck the pop bomb! Yeah, this church is a pretty fun level. There's a lot outside of this church, but there's just enough shit to get in their way to slow them down long enough to kill them.
Are these all custom levels?
Yeah, this one in particular is. I have a lot of customs, like, yeah, really, the originals are good. The originals are great, but once the modding community took it over, there's just some pure gold, ranging from extremely serious and just really good to extremely cornball and really good. Not as cornball as Gmod, but still pretty cornball. And especially recreating, I think Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are at least good chunks of it recreated with Left 4 Dead mechanics, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It has puzzle mechanics in it too. Nach der Unten from freaking Call of Duty World War II, the original Nazi Zombies level. I was playing that on stream not too long ago. That's fun. Left 4 Mario. Yeah, it was in my time where I was learning shooters. Now Call of Duty bores the fuck out of me. I gotta have like a Battlefield or something with a little bit more realism where you want to take cover. Arcade shooters just don't do it for me much.
Yeah, I was watching my nephew play the new one.
Oh, okay.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Not Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. No, Modern Warfare. Not Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare.
It was pretty like movie
Yeah.
linear.
Yeah, the campaigns can be really good. Modern Warfare, the first one, not Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, that campaign is stellar. It did some moments in video games like sneaking past a tank movement, a sniper, so you can get to folks to assassinate them, and then you have to escape while your building's getting shelled and shit. That's fun. That's a really good set of missions. But
Oh, do you know about that? There's a story about a sniper in Vietnam, a U.S. sniper.
oh,
And
yeah, he like
he
crawled. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
a
Tell it.
week, for like a whole week, and the
Yeah.
hands were on him, and what do you call it? And he just watched this like Viet Cong camp until the leader came out, or the military leader, just came out like early in the morning, just like take a smoke break.
Yeah. And that's what he was there for. Yep. That's
That was the mission. Just to wait for that one guy to come out. Like a whole week to just laying still. and
Oh, that's it.
he got him, and then he ran.
Well, if I remember right, he actually crawled back out, which is funny. He crawled for like, I forgot how long he had to crawl to get in position. It was like a day or two. He could only
Mhm.
crawl, and then he had to do the same thing fucking backwards after waiting for days and days. That's a Marine for you, man. Fucking certain mindsets. I
Being
couldn't
a
imagine.
foxhound. That's fucked.
Yeah, right. No shit, that's fucking Shadow Company right there. No, but no question. Seals did that too. It might have been a Seal. I know Punisher took a little bit of that. Garth Ennis took that story, adapted it, and gave it to Frank. So Frank has a little bit of that story.
hmm
But yeah, it's a trip. Again, I can't imagine that kind of dedication. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you're there to
mental
kill
strength
some.
right there.
Yeah.
And you're getting bit by like fire ants on your crotch
Yeah,
because you
fuck
can't
that.
move.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you at all. Let's do an actual campaign. Add-on campaign. Let's see if there's any. I'm gonna try that one in Disneyland, but let's see if I can get further, because now it'll run. So we're gonna go through Disneyland. Or Disney
So
World,
it's
I'm not
just
sure.
are you just in like a battle room?
No, in this case, it's going to be a survival, or it's going to be a classic campaign. So there's a, point A to point B again and again and again till the finale, where you hold off until you escape.
So you spent all that time fighting in there? Just you're gonna leave or what?
Oh yeah, that was just a survival map. You see how long you can survive, and then you try to beat your score.
Oh,
That church.
I
That's what I
forgot.
was doing there. Yeah.
I forgot. I'm like way behind. I'm still in the past.
Yeah, you're a good minute and so behind. Okay, there's a story. Laguna says there's a story in Boardwalk Empire talking about a World War I sniper, which again with that too. That's the trench warfare there, and the conditions they were in. I mean, the swamp and the
hmm
Vietnam conditions were awful, but this is no man's land, barbed wire,
Yeah.
fucking gas.
Must.
No, thank you.
Yeah, mustard gas.
Ugh. Yeah, I
Should,
wouldn't want to deal
gotta
with
look that
that.
up. Gotta look up that one.
Yeah, I don't know that story either. Haven't watched Boardwalk Empire.
Mm. I heard that a lot of Metal Gear Solid was inspired by like declassified like Soviet and East Germany like files
Hmm, I could see
or
that very
something
much
like
so.
that.
Yeah, no, I could see that a
And
lot.
and some of the people in those files, there was like a guy who when you turn off the light, his skeleton glowed because of radiation.
Jesus, yeah, that's crazy.
And another one was a person who could read minds, like just literally read minds. And I
Yeah.
think that's what inspired like the MGS initially what inspired one of the bones that inspired
No, that makes
MGS.
sense. Psycho Mantis and all that, but that also makes sense. The Soviets and the Nazis were the two who really leaned heavily into the paranormal, so they would hop all over that. Even if
Yeah,
it's
they
just
they
to make misinformation, just to like let's leak this crazy psychic info and all these staged bits just to make the Americans waste their time looking for psychics. Possibility, unlikely, but a possibility.
they there's also reports where the Nazis like replaced limbs with like actual like steel in some soldiers,
Oh, that's a trip. I
and
hadn't
and
heard of
they
that.
uh they disconnected their like their pain receivers because they found like a lab like somewhere, and yeah, they actually tried that.
Yeah, I know they were putting all the SS hardcore on meth. They were injecting them with that
Yeah.
forever, just to loyalty to the party, and also to make them fucking nuts and willing to do some really
Well,
bullshit.
you could do anything.
Exactly.
Meth can make you do anything.
Yeah, and so yeah, I think they're actually been using those since World War I. It just became like more of a privileged thing in World War II. It was less to the grunts. Just like the berserkers of the Vikings were given their mushroom cocktails and told to, you're gonna go raid this place. You're in your own little world though when you're doing it, so some pretty awful things can happen.
Yeah, I remember I was reading this book and I forgot what battle. It was the Battle of the Bulge. It was the Nazi counterattack in France, into
Okay.
France. And Hitler had to raise another battle division. So he had everyone in Germany who was a desk worker and old men enlist. And like people would be like, "Oh, but I handle the papers," and they're like, "No, you're a soldier now."
Yeah.
and, and he raised like 40,000 more soldiers for this counterattack, and he put them all on meth. On
That's how you're
crack.
gonna get. Yeah, that's how you're gonna get the old and the young to do what they
Yeah.
need. That's what they still do in Africa too. They get them on something. I'm
Oh
not sure
yeah,
if
they
it's
do.
meth, but
Yeah.
it's the
The
same thing they do to
child soldiers.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that to the child soldiers.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
War.
Yeah,
Child.
dude. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to integrate there. We got to remember all those drugs when we go to write some more war passages in IronVerse.
Yeah.
That's another good angle. Some kind of crazy super drugs and steroids and all that kind of crazy shit.
They get high on war.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens with the orcs in 40k. They get more powerful, more brave. The better they're doing, and the more chaos and violence around them. So kind of integrate that. They call it the Wa. It's the spirit of the Wa.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy lore.
Yeah, I got some fun. I mean, they're also mushrooms, and when they die, they explode into spores. So once they actually are on a planet, you cannot get rid of them without literally burning the planet to the ground.
How big is the lore?
The
In
lore's
Warhammer?
massive. Oh, fucking massive.
Like
Warhammer's a little
novels,
bit less, but
novels and
40k.
novels?
Yeah, novels. They have a whole publishing division called the Black Library that's probably put out 500-600 novels. Besides the lore and the RPG books and the actual, the game Warhammer 40k, the tabletop game, those all have
Yeah,
lore.
it's a tabletop.
Yeah, it's just a crazy franchise at this point. They tried a movie. It didn't have the budget it needed. They had a writer from one of the novels write it, and it was kind of slow and plotting.
Yeah,
He
I
was
would
not a
assume.
movie writer.
Yeah, I gotta be a screenwriter for that.
Yeah, so it was kind of eh. But visually, it was kind of interesting and seeing the lore and all. But it's really the video games that have sold Warhammer 40k for the longest now. And then you get the hobbyists. You'll get the guys who play the games, and then they're like, oh, this is cool, and the lore looks cool. I'll learn to play the tabletop. That tabletop game's really fun. I've probably put a good amount of money into that. Substantial.
In like deck or something?
Yeah, you have to buy the miniatures, to paint them, to glue them, all that. Yeah, to play the game and make scenery, all that. Buddy of mine, he and I kind of went into it together, and it's a really fun game. It's just it takes hours to play, so you got to set it up and.
Are you trying to make an IronVerse tabletop game?
Who the hell was talking about that? There's somebody who wanted to maybe take do a what's called a tabletop battle simulator. So it's kind of like yeah, it's kind of a smaller what would you call it? A smaller version of 40k where the miniatures are a little bit bigger and it's more of it's a skirmish instead of a war. So you're not fighting with squads, you're fighting with individuals. I think that would fit really well in IronVerse. You could have the 5 mains or whatever, and then you can have the 4 horsemen, or you could have a horseman and minions, or you pick your level or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff you could do. So yeah, no, it'd be cool. I remember somebody talking about wanting that, but that's just talking about it. People talk about everything. It's actually getting the action and stuff in motion.
Like you make it, and everybody's like, "Where's Coyote?" And you're all like, "Oh, we have to take him out. He was too overpowered."
He would be pretty OP. I mean, he could just eat everybody, right?
Like his band, his minions of little shapeshifters.
Oh yeah, that would be. He hurls them out as a special attack or something. He swallowed them, carried them, and then eventually they need to escape to do some kind of special. So he just hacks them out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Come on, Lewis. There you go. Thank you. Fucking smoker. Let's go to Walt Disney's apartment. Go get a chainsaw.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Fat lady.
Oh, hey, you seen his Laguna talking about the German sniper. Is he talking about
Probably that
oh,
Boardwalk Empire
yeah, yeah,
bit.
yeah. I was talking about Enemy at the Gates. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that with him fucking years ago. I haven't seen that, though. I mean, years ago. I mean, like a decade ago. It's been forever
Yeah, I saw
since
that
I've
on
seen that.
TV when I was like 14.
Yeah, it's been about that long for me, too. It's been forever.
I was like, what is this? And
Alright.
then like I was like, damn, I'm glad I stayed.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun game. Oh, I don't want that. That's a waste. Anybody else wants that, get that. Sometimes it's a chainsaw, sometimes it's a grenade launcher. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But Disney's apartment is totally rigged for the zombie apocalypse.
I would assume so. I'm sure no other person would have anticipated it more than he did.
That's true. He's like, we're working on it. I want to be ready once we get Zombie Mickey out there. Oh, God, sewer. God damn.
Definitely.
Get through in this. All right, there you go. One of these times I'll try a lower latency stream, see if we can see if that affects anything. Right now we're at the normal YouTube goes, but it would be cool to be able to get the video a bit more live. My internet technically should handle it. It's the computer I'm worried about. So one of these times here soon I'll try that with a another technical difficulty stream, just something that doesn't matter. And if it works, great. We'll get it more latency free.
I hear you. Sewer.
Yep. Alright.
Let's get up that ladder.
Yeah, Bill, let's get up that ladder, as you said. Alright, here we
What
go.
about your favorite game?
Overall, this might be it. It changes, but I'm trying to think, like, yeah. I mean, there's, I put the most hours into something like this, something like Skyrim put a lot of hours, but I wouldn't call it my favorite. Put more hours modding in that.
I'll say a franchise that you're most impressed with.
Franchise I'm most impressed with, video game
That's
wise.
a game. Yeah, video game.
Most impressed with. Heard the word. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Most impressed by. Especially recently, it's very hard for me to say. Yeah, there's nothing that impresses me as a franchise as a whole. There's always a wee bit like, I would say Fallout, but then you have to include Vegas, or not Vegas, you have to include 76 and 4 and the earlier ones.
You can say those don't count.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not Bethesda anymore. Oh, you know what? It was Mass Effect 1 and 2. It was Mass Effect 1 and 2, and then 3 kind of botched it for me. But 1 and 2 really kind of, they set a really high bar for me. I really enjoyed those, story and gameplay-wise. Yeah, I beat all 3 of them. Not Andromeda, but then again, that one, if we're taking out 76, Andromeda was a pre-76. 76.
Who was your alien waifu?
Oh, it was the Korean.
Oh, okay. Tally?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, it was Tali.
I guess. I like it.
It's the forbidden. It's the forbidden fruit angle. Oh, I can't exit the suit without dying. Oh yeah, baby. Well, I'll make a custom environment for you.
Docile.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, if you end up playing Outer Worlds, Pravarti is pretty docile too, and I like her, so it kind of fits. Get off of the black guy! Oh God, Grundy attack! Grundy attack!
I heard Outer Worlds has like phenomenal dialogue.
Yeah, the characters are really well defined. It really did make Bethesda look like shit. It's just it feels a little little hollower, in my opinion,
sure
just
not
a
that
little,
hard.
because it doesn't have the feel, doesn't have the big expansive lore that Fallout started off with, and the tone. I like the apocalyptic tone a lot better than Outer Worlds, which is just kind of if famine wasn't brutal, is basically what it is. It's just corporate bureaucracy run amok, which is fine.
Do you think?
But
Do you think there's any rhyme or reason why a lot of Fallouts are in a lot of dumb places?
I don't know. I know they wanted to do DC because it was iconic, and because Bethesda was right there, right next to there in Maryland. And Vegas, again, iconic.
Vegas
Uh,
is all right. Vegas is all right.
yeah. In terms of location,
Boneyard.
but four's not the that location's not that great to me.
Or
Nothing
it's
really
not.
iconic.
Or yes, it's not.
76, where you're supposed to be there too, like Virginia, right? Because country roads,
Six.
not that
Six. Not.
iconic.
Not that iconic.
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
get it. I get it, but it's not. It's not
Yeah,
Chicago or
yeah. Even
anything
Chicago
like
would have
that.
been, or God, it would be
Or
cool to see L.A. or San Francisco, something different. Because I know
maybe
they actually, the Brotherhood has California, if I remember right, the Brotherhood of Steel. So that would be a whole different kind of vibe to the
what do you call it?
games. Um,
The LA's called the Boneyard, so it's already been introduced.
oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they name drop it in New Vegas with the
Yeah,
theme park.
yeah, totally. Be good to follow up since you kill Caesar. It'd be good to follow up and see what happens to the rest of Caesar's land, because he owned fucking so much land. He didn't just own Vegas, for God's sakes. And you walk up and either kill him or help him, I guess. But it would be good to follow up on either angle. I guess what the New California Republic gets defeated otherwise, so that would also be interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea what the canon ending is.
Yeah. I don't even know if there is one, because Obsidian did it. They might be like, yeah, well, that's they're not allowed to work better than us. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I thought I was up this ladder.
Who did you pick?
I had a very
Playing.
hard time not either playing by my own rules and becoming the new Mr. House or helping the new California Republic. I've played both. I've beaten it so many times. I haven't done Caesar. I just don't like the asshole. He's got no redeeming factor to me. There's no argument. You're either unless you're really into self power, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But God, I'm still lost. This is not good. Not good because you end up dying once you get lost in this game. Because they're just like, oh, you've been sitting around for a while, nothing happening. And
Oh,
here's a massive horde and a
oh yeah.
tank.
Hold on. Laguna said, "Good one." And at the gates, had a thought for Jack inspired by Dune. In it, some characters have the memories, consciousness of their ancestors inside of them. In some cases, they fight for control of the body or can be consulted. Be an interesting thing for Jack to have previous personalities come out.
See, that would be cool too because it actually gets me to introduce a little bit of Avatar style, Last Airbender style
Yeah.
storytelling, and that's pretty cool. And that is part of Jack, but yeah, no, that's a good idea. Eventually, I kind of want to do something like that. I think by the time we see most of Jack, he's come to terms with all that. Everything's kind of quieted down. He fought his whole life for it, and now he's just drinking
Yang
at a
got
bar and
Yang
without
got
purpose.
advice. In Avatar, Yang got advice, but it never really
Yeah, it took over.
went
You're right. Yeah,
further.
yeah. The takeover angle's kind of neat. I like that, especially since what there was Legend of Korra. They tried to do something like that or something, if I remember right. Some because there was a
Some
dark avatar. There was some kind of dark avatar, if I remember right. But yeah, I mean, the concept's really cool. I would love to integrate that. Get through the first arc where that's not so much. I'd like to have some PTSD kind of flashbacks where he sees things and then it'll trigger like 50 memories of something very fucking similar, and that can bring him down to a bit. I also want to integrate the his trouble with confinement, his claustrophobia. At some point, get that in there, but there's time for that. I just want to finish this first arc and get a little story out and see if people want more. We're working on 3
Oh
in
yeah,
February.
there's so much to do.
So much to do. I mean, freaking the Dollar Coins here has 10 issues of Coyote just sitting there besides the Famine Slave World arc, which is the manga
I know.
arc, and
I have my art desk out, and I drew the Afro dude
yeah, oh
from
yeah.
the. I drew him, and I was like, huh. And I was thinking of changing all of Slave World art.
Well, I mean, besides what's already out, it's all an open campus. I'm totally fine with that. Or campus,
Well,
canvas.
I keep everything in the end, but like I don't know, cause like I was like,
Your approach about it wasn't exactly what you wanted.
No, no, no. It's like it would have been good if I just drew it then, but now that I've like went through Snow at beginning to end and Curacer, it's like not that what do you call it? I'm not inspired to delve right in unless I like make it even more crazier. You get me, Cody?
Sorry, Wicked just dropped something on me that I'm fucking having to deal with right now. Sorry. Apologies.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We own Jack. Jack belongs to us.
New policy. What is this new policy and is it in the contract?
Hmm. For every time Jack speaks, he must say wicked.
All right. Their phrasing of how they presented it to me too, I didn't like. So this is going to be a fun day.
Rephrasing it.
Their phrasing, not mine. It's kind of, but anyway, we're going through this. And I'm doing my thing, trying to enjoy
So
myself here.
we'll run it through the attorney.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
My cousin's in attorney.
Can't change the rules after the contract's been signed without renegotiation. So, whatever new policy it is, if it affects us, honestly, and I've told him before, I can wait the 6 months that was in the contract and fucking find a new publisher. So,
Okay, okay, you're going in and out with your rage. Your rage is making the mic go in and out.
good, good. You know what? That's good. Not everybody needs to hear that.
Welcome
Yeah.
to business, boys and girls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fun juggling all these things, but and again, they have a lot of slack from me, so hopefully it's not presented again how they presented it this first time.
Mm. The gaming.
Yep, yep. Oh, I'm just gonna wander through Disneyland and see if I can beat this one. But yeah, what were we talking about before I had to switch the subject out of?
Candy, delicious candy.
You know what I like? I like gummy stuff. I'm a fruit candy guy. A lot of people are chocolate
I'm
candy guy. I'm a fruit candy guy.
I'm all kinds, but I especially like gummies.
Yeah, yeah, freaking tasty. Except, I had a new Mountain Dew recently. It's not that new. It's the blue Mountain Dew.
Purple one?
Yeah,
Both
yeah,
of them?
yeah. It tastes like freaking a gummy worm, and it bugs the
Yeah.
hell out of me. It tastes exactly like a gummy worm, like drinking a gummy worm, and it's terrible. I don't know how drinking something makes it worse, but it totally does.
My brother keeps buying these Mountain Dew cans that they're from Japan, and they're Mountain Dew Violet, and it's
Oh.
a grape, and he pays $6 per can.
I hope it's really good, great Mountain Dew, because if it's anything like their gummy worm Mountain Dew, it's not very good.
tasted
I had
it.
I had like a.
It's grape soda.
Of course it is. Of course it
You're
is.
just buying it for the novelty.
The can, yeah, exactly. I tried one that was offered at a gas station. It was some kind of red Mountain Dew. It's not It's not their Mountain Dew Code Red. It's a different one, like a fruit punch or something. It was pretty good. Don't remember what it was called though. I haven't seen it in a bottle. I only saw it in the fountain over at that place. So it's a weird name to it. And the fountain always does taste better too, just because the carbonation is better.
What do you call it? There's a lot of fountains that have a lot of unique drinks on them.
Yeah.
Unique drinks still on them.
All right, up the stairs.
Like at Burger King, they'd have like the fountain that you could mix like a bunch of stuff, or you'd see stuff. That
I like doing that. I always mixed lemonade and Sprite if I have the option.
And there's like Dr. Pepper lime, and you're like,
What? Those how many flavors are in those? Like 24 flavors. Well, now here's lime
Yeah.
too. But people like lime with their Coke sometimes and stuff like that, so I could see that. I haven't
But,
seen.
Like it has its own logo and everything. Like it's an F
Yeah.
drink.
That's crazy.
Or like brisk, just like crazy, like flavors.
I want to go into the Aladdin ride. You're not gonna let me into the Aladdin ride? That's no fun. Oh, here we
So
go.
back when I
What?
was filming,
Oh yeah, go
back
for
when I
it.
was like trying to be a indie filmmaker, it was during when Left 4 Dead came out, and I wanted to do Left 4 Dead short film,
Oh yeah.
and I went out, got a camera, HD camera, and I bought like what, like $300 of ammunition to use as props,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought like another $300, no, $600 of gun props,
Oh
but they're the airsoft ones. I painted them,
yeah.
and they look like legit guns. And I got everybody together. We talked, and nobody wanted to do it.
Oh no. Well, see, that's why you do the talk
So-
first.
and it's gonna be that either way. Even if you have all the people and you agree, it's like, because that's the hardest thing about indie filmmaking is getting people to stay, show and stay.
Yeah, I could see that.
And it was this was back then before I knew how you could pull out a call out sheet on like Craigslist.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hey, any amateur actors want to do this, and then I'd give you footage for like a demo reel,
Yeah.
put on their demo, because it would be something a minute for them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in Aladdin's thing now. Oh, I don't know. But Buddha statues and whatnot. Yeah, what's Buddha? It should be like Ganesh or something. What the hell?
I did manage to sell a bullet.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I would think. If anything, you're gonna sell.
Sold it to a hunter.
Nice. Did you get a deal or did you lose on that one?
I lost.
Yeah. Expected.
But he was a friend, so like.
Oh, it even helps. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it helped.
Yeah, a lot of that. Oh God.
That's when Left 4 Dead was like.
Oh yeah, it was. That was a zombie craze, man. That whole time, and it was like the cream of the crop of zombie games. You know.
You watch or read The Walking Dead?
I read the first volume I got a long time ago, and I realized that and I watched the hell out of the series, and I realized that most of the series is bullshit.
The volume's like the dictionary size graphic novel, right?
Yeah, it's the first arc or whatever. It's like it's like a classic. Yeah. The first one ends with Shane getting killed by the kid,
Okay.
and that's when I was like, oh well, this is completely different than the show at the moment. They'll get there probably, but right now, season 3 and we're still not there. It's kind of like, eh. But yeah,
Still going.
yeah. And what are spin-offs still, like Fear the Walking Dead or whatever? Is that still going?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Never followed it.
No, I didn't either. Yeah, I didn't follow Game of Thrones. It just didn't hook me. But man, Witcher hooked me and Mandalorian hooked me, so I was happy with my live action shows this winter. This is very rare. I get 2 of them that are actually worth a shit.
My brother showed me like a clip of like little Yoda pressing.
Yeah, it shit. Yeah. There's
And
a,
then it just shakes off crazy like the 3rd time he does it or something.
yeah. He's like, no, not a toy, and he just presses it again. There was a lot of good memes on that where people, it was like Toto by Africa being turned on or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Africa by Toto, excuse me, and saying it backwards.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, finally another safe room. All right. Get in here, folks. Then I gotta check if I got a response or not. Woo!
Who or what is the Mandalorian?
Okay, so a Mandalorian it's a creed. It's a code. I actually watched a video on it not too long ago just to figure it out. It was a race, But that race was completely annihilated and passed on its culture and beliefs and the metal
Okay.
that they make their
Alright.
gear out of to anybody, because it was a belief system that didn't really preclude any certain body type or a person or anything. There was a guy called the Mandalorian, and that's what it's named after, is his philosophies and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
in this case, it's he's a foundling. The Mandalorians increase their ranks by saving orphans and then indoctrinating them into their belief system. Usually a war-torn world by they hate droids just consistently, and so they usually go to worlds that are being ravaged by an army of droids or whatever, kill some droids and save some orphans, and then
Is
perpetuate their
is
cycle. And that's kind of what this
is
is.
wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
The Mandalorian TV show kind of that. It's him perpetuating the Mandalorian cycle by finding this thing and then not really wanting to finish the job because it's another foundling like he was.
Is baby Yodi a MacGuffin?
I think so. I think so.
So everybody's trying to get Yodi.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get Yoda. That's what
Okay.
makes the Mandalorian a target. It's like Lone Wolf and Cub, except they're not after Lone Wolf. They're not after trying to make a name after themselves. They're after the baby
Are
instead.
are there bad Mandalorians trying to get Yodi?
Not yet. I bet that's season 2. Might be though. So far, they show that there's Mandalorians that don't agree with this specific Mandalorian, our main
Mm-hmm.
character. He does have a name. I don't fucking remember what it is. You only hear it in the second to last episode. So, otherwise, he's just the Mandalorian or
So
Mando.
the Boba Fett person is like the Boba Fett looking person. It's a boy or a girl?
He's a
Guy or a
guy.
girl?
He's a
Okay, it's a
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, if you don't mind spoilers, it has something to do with Boba Fett too, which at the very end you find out it has something to do with Boba Fett, which is kind of funny. So we'll see how that goes.
It's a time traveler.
That's the one thing they haven't done yet. So, right? There's no time travel in Star Wars yet. There's ghosts. There's ghosts who can affect reality now. There's a few other weird things, but so far no time travel. I'll give them
J.
that.
Abrams.
Trying to please everybody by pleasing no one.
Yeah, they messed up that movie so
I guess the original script too has been leaked for the original third movie, the one that got reworked after Abrams took a hold.
No,
I
no,
guess. Oh, what
it was
was
the
it?
third
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It was the last one.
yeah. Which Abrams took a hold of. That's what I meant, and then decided that yeah. Yeah. Well, he did it partway through shooting, though. That's the difference. So they were using that script up until Abrams. So that's another big part of it. Is he's like, yeah,
Yeah, it
no,
was
we
gonna
can't use that
be
anymore.
Kylo Ren killed her parents,
Of course he did.
and is that it? Yeah, I guess that was it.
Well, I remember there's some stills with like her alongside Kylo, like being his new apprentice or whatever. Um, and fucking Palpatine wasn't in it.
Yeah, he wasn't in it.
um,
That was so dumb.
Palpatine was dead. It was poor Vader's whole arc. Finally saving his son and
Vader
proving.
died scared
Yeah.
of the clone.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. The whole Anakin arc, totally. The poor kid.
Didn't even get rid of the Sith, like the
No,
prophecies.
no. Well, because he's not the chosen one apparently.
What?
Rey's the chosen one. Of course, that's why she called herself Skywalker. That's why she's Rey
Shut up.
Skywalker now.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. Why? But I don't know. Again, trying to please everybody, but pleasing nobody. Wait, is this just a closet? This is just a fucking closet. Okay, whatever. Thought that was the way up. Well, this is definitely a closet. It's got a mop in it. What the hell? I was just in one. You could go up. Oh, okay. No, it was this. It's a closet. I am lost in the town part of Disneyland.
Do you think Lucas was
Or
right
world.
to sell Star Wars?
at the time, I'm sure he was an old man. He was done with it. He just got yelled at by all the people who loved, his work beforehand for making the prequels.
And you had Anakin on you.
Yeah, like of course, and yeah, $1 billion. Yeah, fuck it. For Lucas, is he right for for Star? Was it right for Star Wars? No, should have stayed with its father, But was it right for Lucas? Yeah, I think so. I think it was right for Lucas. I think it's still right. I think Favreau is going to try and integrate him a little bit more once he gets Kathleen Kennedy's job. Fingers crossed. But
I remember.
because he just shared a photo of Lucas holding Baby Yoda like a grandpa. He made a point of showing that. So I think he's going to try and get Lucas back in.
When Revenge of the Sith, right?
That's the third one.
Right?
Yep. That's the canonical third film. Yeah.
They announced they were going to do a TV show. And that TV show never happened.
No, they did a bunch of stuff off of the second movie, which is, I don't know, the first two are really weak. I guess Clone Wars is a little bit better than Phantom, just because there's way less Jar Jar.
I was thinking like a live action.
Yeah.
I was saying it was going to be a live action like TV show. But that never came out.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad. As we saw, the Clone Wars stuff actually did pretty damn well. So, both Gendy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars animated mini, and then the new Clone Wars series that's been going on forever that a lot of people really like.
Hey, what's the girl from Clone Wars?
Yeah, Ashoka. Apparently she's dead. They just pointlessly decided to kill her in Rise of the whatever the new one, Rise of the Jedi, whatever the new one's called. I don't remember anymore. Is it Rise of the Jedi? They put a credit that she's dead. Yeah, they put it's literally in the credits. There was no reason to kill her. There was no reason to integrate her or anything. They're just like, let's give a shout out, and she's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna. It would have been cool just to have her like pass in the background.
But no shit. I mean, it's Anakin's Padawan. His only Padawan. Besides, no, it's Anakin's only Padawan because what's his name? Starkiller or whatever's Vader's Padawan. A little bit different.
Phantom Menace had that mercenary alien girl from the books.
Yeah.
She's like looking over the cliff. That was a cool little cameo.
But the extended universe was nuked, and they have nothing to work on. Fucking Kathleen. Well, it's not like we have a bunch of books to work with, or any lore beforehand, or any comics. That was just, oh my god, how unself-aware can you be?
My brother-in-law's like a huge Star Wars fan, and he what do you call it? He gave me like 50 like Star Wars magazines, and it would have all the pictures of Jade, like Luke Skywalker's
Yeah, Jade
like,
Mara.
All these pictures of the expanded universe. And I was like, oh, this is what happens afterwards. Like,
they wasted so much. Why? Just so they could have a clean slate and rewrite it to appease a new audience.
Like,
and it didn't appease them.
Like Lucas Arts like embraced it. 'Cause it was like an open air magazine.
Yeah.
In the official Star Wars mag, they were shilling that. Had like official art and everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was making money off of other people's work, and it was good work. Same thing I would like to do with IronVerse eventually. Enough people can respect it and do it well, then fuck yeah, let it happen. Take advantage of it.
I mean, there was some like corny looking stuff. Like there's one that shows Luke. He's like a dark Jedi, and he's like was it Han? He has Han Solo, and he's like choking him. It was like a comic book. It was like a comic book image.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that does look kind of corny.
I could see a lot of it's low budget. That's the price you pay. Ooh, we're in the Haunted Mansion now. And it's the actual ride, which is kind of cool. They put a lot of work into it. With the most. Sorry, I'm listening to they put the voice and everything.
I'm watching.
You'll get there. Hey, boy, in. Come on, Frank.
See you moving at incredible speeds. That is unhuman.
Yeah, that's true.
Rotating 360 turns on the dot. Like no human can move like this. This is superhuman. These controls.
Almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching?
Cody.
Or is it your
I'm sorry, I'm just keep thinking about the Wicked Publishing thing, man. And it ain't better. So, I'm not freaking out. I'm just aggravated as hell.
Stop freaking out, Cody.
We're talking about Star Wars, and they've altered the deal. Pray they don't alter it any further. So that's yeah.
We're talking about Alita now.
Oh,
Alita the
okay.
dog.
She's outside, running around in the yard, and in fact, here pretty shortly, I'm gonna have to go check and make sure everything's good. She's good out there. It's plenty safe. She can be out there all day and be fine. But it's good to say
Do you
hi.
have turtles out
Good
there?
to check it. We do not have turtles out here. I don't think we have them. We probably have them in the state somewhere, but we're not wet enough for most turtles. We might have a tortoise. I think we have desert tortoises down south.
Hmm.
We have frogs. We have frogs and toads, but
yeah,
I don't
that's
think
right.
turtles. Jeez, that got.
Now you said she broke her hot dog.
Yeah, she did right away. She broke the squeaky part of it right away. But then now I can't find it. I don't know where she took it, but it's gone now. But she had a ball with that thing running around. It was indestructible besides the squeaky bit. In fact, she hated the. I think. Well, I don't know if she hated it, but she made sure to interact where the squeaky was coming out, and I think she maybe thought it was alive, and that's once it stops squeaking, it's dead. I don't know what she was thinking.
I found like this pork chop chicken bone, like squeaky one. that one might be tougher. It's like a little tougher than the soft hot dog one.
Gotcha. Well, she's a tough little thing. Again, next couple months I'll see how big she'll get. I'm really unsure. 'Cause right now she's about healer size, and I think she's healer shepherd mix. But oh god, there's a Grundy. But honestly, I don't know which end's gonna win. And I guess the next couple months I'll find out, because they usually reach about full size between 6 and a year.
Do you still work at the dog thing?
I do. Just did that yesterday. That was that big dog I showed you earlier in chat, the Leon Burger or whatever. I got to walk. Man, I think the monster's like walking a lion. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Especially since he was well behaved. If he wasn't well behaved, he could have he weighed almost as much as me, which is crazy.
Cody, you don't walk it; it walks you.
Hey, okay, yeah. In fact, even more, he let me walk him. This is what it was. He let me walk with him.
You're riding him. I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, right. No, but no, it was pretty cool. A very well-behaved dog. I assume you kind of got to be careful with those dogs and raise them really well at the beginning, or they're just gonna kill you. Not in terms of like rip you apart, but jump on you at the wrong time, or do something stupid with their strength. Luckily, this was one of those dogs where owner did raise it well. Real nice dog named freaking Elmo. Not I look at the list and I see the name, so I'm gonna go walk somebody or something. And yeah, not the dog I expected when I saw Elmo. Yeah, this thing is this little tiny little dog. I was gonna walk and fucking thing could eat me. Yeah, eat me easy too. About wolf size. It's just freaking terrifying. Like if he was growling, yeah, that'd be terrifying. No, just a big friendly sweetheart. Yeah, El Grande. Yeah, totally. Hey, there's a ghost.
The dog dozer.
The dog dozer. Alright, we're outside again. We have escaped the haunted mansion. Well, looks like I'm going to set up a meeting with Wicked here tonight. I'll let you know how that goes. Well, they're saying ASAP, so last time they said ASAP, they're supposed to schedule it. It's been weeks, as you kind of know. So this time I'm scheduling it, and It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But a new policy at Wicked we have to discuss. If it has anything to do with our outside production, yeah. I mean, it might stop Jack 3. I mean, I don't mind pulling the plug even with all this work.
Look at that. You should. I saw you aiming at like a blue doll.
Oh yeah, the little. I guess it's supposed to be a ghost. It's supposed to be like a
Yeah.
ghost hologram over a gravestone. Come on, Zoe. You guys are running 4, so I assume that's a safe room. Yes, it is. All right. So that's 3 levels. There's 4, so I think the next one's the last one. Cool.
What if Wicked's like, we want cut?
Yeah, it could be nothing, but
Damn, that guy got you. You just went in that basement and just like got tongued.
okay, well that's fine. I tried to consult with him. Okay. Well, we'll see if that's it. If that's it, just doing that, I did consult with them. They just didn't get back to me before, so whatever.
Look at that.
Again, yeah, people. Oh, chat's dead. That's good.
Only Laguna Munta was there.
Yeah, which is fine. I did one earlier. We had
He
Frost
provided
Witch in
some,
here.
He provided some sniper info.
Yeah, which was killer, and of course he provides a lot of the music, so much appreciated. And plus, I got somebody to talk to here, so that's good for me. Not used to that.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just shooting the breeze.
Which is perfect. That's all we really need to do at the moment.
Yeah.
I think after, if I can beat this, which I think I can, after this I might call it just so I can deal with this and get it off my mind. I don't know if
Yeah.
I think it's just what was outlined in the chat, which is just scheduling, and that they didn't. But it's too late now. That's my favorite kind of ask for apologies later kind of working. Just do it and ask for forgiveness later. But really, I did let them know, and I had been doing it for a month, so whatever works for them. Anywho, we'll go through and see if I can get out of. I'm pretty sure it's Disneyland, not Disney World. I'm really confused though. Whichever one is filled with zombies. That's why it's called Journey to Splash Mountain. Which one has Splash Mountain? Whichever one has Splash Mountain. If they both have Splash Mountain, then I don't know.
What was I gonna say? Favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, Disney movie. That's a lot of movies. First one that popped in my head is The Rocketeer. But
That's a Disney movie?
yeah, back when Disney didn't really want to put its branding all over everything ever and make sure you knew it was Disney.
That would
Yeah,
be Touchstone then.
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's it. Yeah, I think so. Back with Eisner.
Okay, I meant animated.
Recently it was Sword in the Stone because it gets in, gets out, and it's just a lot of fun. But I'd have to think a little bit more. I want something with a little bit more heart than Sword of the Stone. Sword of the Stone's really good, but it's still a 70s cornball, 75-minute movie or something like that, so it's a little shorter than average.
I never saw that one.
Oh, it's really fun. That's a good one. Probably my favorite retelling of the King Arthur tale, just because it's all the easy stuff and it's just fun. And then the characters, Merlin and the owl, his owl Archimedes, and a few other things like that. It's a lot of fun.
Did
But-
you see the one of the mouse? It's not
Great
Disney,
Mouse
but-
Detective,
No. That one sounds good.
Secret of Nim.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so good, so good. That's Don Bluth. Back when Don Bluth really meant something and was actually competing with Disney to the point where Disney was scared.
Yeah, they did everything old school too. Like,
Yeah. Also did All Dogs Go to Heaven. Did the animations for oh god, that game. The game where you're a knight after saving a dragon, and it's kind of a full motion video. It was a quick time game before quick time events were a thing. Oh god, dragon something. Dragon's Lair.
I know.
Dragon's Lair. Yeah, he did the animations for that. I'm actually part of his Discord, Don Blue's Discord, which is kind of a trip. But it's
Dinosaurs.
that's also him. Well, it depends on which one you're thinking of. The one that's like really scary at points, and like the kids get turned into monkeys. Yeah. That's oh god, what's that called? With Screw Eye.
Yes.
Oh, and it's Walter fucking Cronkite does the voice of the main scientist who turns all the dinosaurs good. John Goodman's the T-Rex. I just don't remember the name. Oh, We're Back. Dinosaur Story. That's it. We're Back. Oh, it's a witch. Yeah, that's what it's called. We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. That's it. It was one of my favorites just because it had that horror angle to it all of a sudden. It got really spooky just out of nowhere. Hey, look, we get to take a log ride.
Remember Littlefoot?
I do remember Littlefoot. But, you know, we're talking before the 13th movie, you know. I'm going to go on the log ride. Woo! But no, the first one's really good. The second one's pretty good. The third one's all right. And then it just kind of is more of the third one for like the next 10 movies. But, yeah. First one's really good, but that's, you know, what it had Spielberg and Bluth and I forgot who else was working on that. That was kind of important, but yeah, a hell of a movie. Dealt with death and losing, being lost and all that. Some heavy themes, which was good. Come on, Zoe! Come on, Zoe! Yeah, you saved me finally.
Did somebody make this whole level, or is this like ripped from a different game?
Somebody made this. If I remember right, on the description, it's a guy who used to be an Imagineer. So he just went and coded it in because he fucking worked on it. So he had the layouts and the blueprints and shit. And then he just had other people help with the textures and the coding.
Yeah. You don't even have to pay to go now.
Exactly. And you get to shoot things while you're going. And I don't think this ride exists anymore because it's super racist.
Yeah, Disney's weird.
Yeah, this is the one with the crazy fox who's like trying to chase after. It's based on Song of the South, so that's kind of they ignore that. That didn't happen. Unlike Warner Brothers, who's like, yeah, it happened. Just yeah, it's fine. It's just got those slightly heavier fucking, you know, old school sensibilities, which aren't good, but it's good to know about them, you know, not to fucking ignore them.
What's just like another movie like that. I mean, I think like
Gone with the Wind is like that too, you know, but
the Princess and Toad is like, it feels like
it is.
It's in Louisiana. It's in the bayou. Is it Louisiana or Florida? You ever saw that movie?
I did. Witch doctor and a white girl, black girl kind of friendship that's a little weird. Yeah. But that's fine because the rich dad's not a complete asshole or something. But yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I know he pays her mom to make dresses for the rich girl. Is the main plot. And then she gets turned into a frog. I don't remember why she's turned into a frog, but then she meets the prince and all that, and the whole journey and blah blah blah. Trying to be a chef, if I remember right.
You get it? It's in reverse.
Totally is.
Right? She's the frog, right?
The prince and her are the frog. They both are frogs.
Well, there you go. That's the pitch. That's the selling point.
Yeah, and then there's like a wisecracking crocodile who's super friendly, and then there's a very redneck firefly, and he's the one that they murder.
I remember Red Letter Media. Do you watch Red Letter Media?
Not much. I think you showed me a little bit. They're the guys who do that. Be quiet, enjoy product, consume next product, whatever. Yeah. Get hyped for next product. That's it. Yeah.
They're talking about the new Terminator movie, and they're going through each one.
Oh no.
And they're like, oh, and the new Terminator. How about John Connor's the Terminator?
That's what it is. That's not the latest one anymore. Dark Fate is, and I have it. I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, no, the second to last one. That's exactly what it was. Connor was the Terminator. That's exactly what it is, and it's really shitty, and it's not a good
Yeah.
movie. I got through it, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Arnold's the best part of it, and he's in like 10% of it. It's kind of shitty. I think it's the same with the newest one, Dark Fate, where he's the best part of the movie, and he's only about 10% of it.
Oh no, he's in it, but he's just some guy that visited in the woods, and he's like a different model,
Yeah,
and he's like he's been married,
yeah, yeah. He had to maintain a cover or whatever while he's waiting.
and it's like eh.
Yeah, no, Terminator 2, they were good. Terminator 3 is fine. It was a 90s
I
sequel.
like Terminator 3.
Yeah, the ending's really good. Yeah, the ending was really good. I like to, no matter what you do, you can't change fate. You got fucked anyway. You just got lied to, John. Yeah,
That kind of sucks for 2.
yeah. Because
Cause
like, yeah, no fate but what we make. Oh yeah, well, in 3, there's no way you can change fate.
and in 3 it's like it's set in stone.
Yeah.
You can't change
I bet it's in there, not around there. Don't be around there, be in this building. I'm already limping.
it. How about? Oh yeah, and they're all like, and Red Letter Media, they come up with like a different pitch for the movie. And they're all like instead you have like this Mark Zuckerberg guy who invents Skynet, and that's like, oh, that's way better than the movie we have right now, like that kind of idea.
Yeah, no, that would be great to just modernize the storytelling instead of using the same storytelling and reskinning it. Um,
You know what's funny is that you think we would have came up with a better idea as fans,
hmm
but the original movies are so good there was never a reason to do that.
Exactly.
To fantasize like, oh, like what if? And then now that people are like remaking it over and over and over, it's like, like what could I have done better?
Yeah. Well, especially since they're bad ones now. Oh, howdy, Gorgonite. Welcome to chat.
Or good night.
He says Terminator Genesis. You mean the Last Jedi of Terminator? Yeah. T3 fixed Terminator 2's timeline fuck up. T1 had everything come full circle perfectly, and T2 contradicted that. That's true, but also Terminator 1's way more of a slasher horror flick. So it kind of had to have a start and a beginning with a ambiguous kind of end. So like, like any slasher horror film, the villain has to be able to return, but your heroes still need to win. So
John Connor.
yeah, John Connor.
You must come with me.
Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, roller coaster zombie murdering.
Holmes, chase me. I can't do Arnold. Can you do Arnold? You can do it better.
Not very good, no. You just gotta do it. You just gotta throw your terrible accent into it and just go make it. Make it big. Get to the chopper. Yeah, so, I mean, it's not good. But you can tell who it's doing it. Yeah, there's some people who are great. I'm not one of them.
Yeah. What do you call it? Somebody told me that in the Predator 1 commentary, Arnold's like the director told him to like pick up the log and swing it at the Predator. And he's like, what are you, crazy? I can't pick up that log.
I've seen you pick up a Volkswagen. Come on. Do it.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. Well, you tell me I can't pick that up. Well, then what use are you? That's what I want to say. What good are you? Dude, that's so fucking heavy. You think a dumbbell that's like 300 pounds is heavy? You try to lift an old, wet, rotten log? Oh, fuck that. What do you want? Give me a hernia?
Pick up the log, Arnold. Sweet.
You can't pick that up. Seriously, why'd we hire you then? That's my question. Could have gotten Stallone for cheaper, He would have tried to pick up the log. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were using dogs to detect Terminators, so that's just logical. Skynet would replace the dogs, too.
Well, why didn't they just send a dog or a mouse back in time, and then it just snuck to
My thing is, why don't
Japan
they just make like
and
nanobots
blew up?
and then just infect everything? You can't fight nanobots. It's impossible, except with more nanobots and
I don't think
EMPs.
that. I don't think the '90s or late '80s understood nanobots. Yeah, that hadn't come into.
Well, again, time to get with the times.
True, I get that people. Gorgonite said something. He said, "I get that people don't like the idea that with time travel we have no free will, and no matter what, some things are inevitable. But having grown up on Legacy of Kain's fatalism, I like that." Yeah,
I didn't play late the Legacy of Kains, sadly.
I played the first one, not the old one, but the Reaver, Soul Reaver, the cool one, PS1 one.
Yeah, I think I have the two that were released on PC, and one of them's a spin-off with the guy with three fingers that looks like Nightcrawler from X-Men.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have those two. I haven't played them. I mean, when a decent game is like $1.50, it's really hard for me to say no. In case one day I do want to play it and stream it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that wasn't the last one. I guess this is the last one. I hope. I think this is the last level of this. I'm hoping that's right, because I do have to
I played
check
the
on the
first Legacy
puppy
of
and do
Kain,
this.
and
Yeah.
man, it was like some Nintendo like Legend of Zelda like look down kind of game. I was like, ugh, delete.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I couldn't. I
Yeah.
haven't. The only Zeldas I've gotten through. In fact, I think the only Zelda I've gotten through is Wind Waker. But in terms of like played and stuff, or the 3D ones, I played A Link to the Past, but I could never get very far.
Yeah,
I played the
that
Nintendo version. Couldn't get very far in The Legend of Zelda. A little
Legend of
tough for
Zelda
me.
Ocarina of Time is that one again because it wins every year as the best game ever made.
Which is crazy, because it's been remade so many
And
times. Which version are you talking about? But yes.
Ocarina of Time's only been remade once.
Master Quest.
Oh yeah, that's like what is that? An expanded?
I think so, and I think it's got an extra difficulty or something silly.
I guess it only exists like in one.
They remade it on the N64, and then they re-released it on GameCube with
I know that.
like Twilight Princess, or maybe it was with Wind Waker. It might have been with Wind
No,
Waker.
no, they have a Legend of Zelda collector's bundle discs for the GameCube,
Okay, maybe that was it. And
and
that's what yeah.
and Majora's Mask is on that one too.
That's it. Yeah. God, I was watching the Angry Video Game Nerds review of Majora's Mask not too long ago, and man, the mechanics they put in that to make that game difficult. Like stylistically, it's probably my favorite looking Zelda game in terms of the stylistic choices they made, and like the character designs and all that. Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But man, that you have to time travel, and that
Oh yeah.
you have to do everything in 3 days, but you time travel to do them again and again. And
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
do something wrong, and all of that whole mechanic, man, I could never get into it. My buddy got really
Final
far in them.
Fantasy thing.
Yeah, but
I beat
I
that one
didn't.
like a bunch of times.
Well, good. It's a good one from what I've heard. The
It's
story
not.
wise too. It's real
It's
downer,
not
but
as hard. It's not as hard as you think it is.
got it.
You spend the 3 days at the temple you're supposed to go to.
Yeah.
You know,
And
'cause
then
it's
you
like
reverse, get what you need, and then reverse and do it again.
yeah, and you reverse back, and then you go to the next temple. But you could also you could do the quest like the city quest or the town quest uh to get more items, to get
Mhm.
like special items if you want, or to
Oh yeah, because it's one of those that you don't unlock the real ending without like the mask or something, right? Without
Or
the
some of those quests can't be done unless you really, you use a special item from like one of the temples you beat or something like that, or
yeah,
one of the powers you unlock. So it holds together.
yeah. No, there's not a absolutely terrible Zelda game except for the CDI games, from what I've heard. Yeah, the Philips CDI, the ones that were
Yeah.
animated live action, crazy. Or not
Yeah, I'm
live
aware of
action, but
those.
yeah. Those are
I
the
don't
bad
even
Zelda games.
I don't even acknowledge those.
Well, I do.
I think
Oh, this
like
sucks.
all handheld Zelda games I really don't like,
Yeah, I could see that. I played
except
a good amount of
Spirit
Minish.
Tracks is
Oh,
Wind
okay.
Waker.
Okay, yeah, and then there's Minish Cap's kind of fun too, and it's very similar to it's again like the Wind Waker in terms of the looks and all.
Actually, there's one that looks really cool, and it's the one where you travel in painting.
Oh, okay.
Like you turn it like if you want to get through like a puzzle, and then like
Yeah,
you have to cross like a gap, you become like a painting on the wall, and you cross, the gap and stuff.
yeah, doing some Paper Mario kind of stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah, like that. That
Yeah,
actually looks cool.
Paper Mario's fun games. I enjoyed the first one and Thousand Year Door. They're both pretty damn fun.
Um,
Oh,
I
where's the
think
gas cans? You're pointing me to the vehicles, but not to the gas cans. You guys suck. Where are the gas cans then? Yeah, I might not make this one, just simply because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It says bring gas to the... Yeah, gas is required to siphon gas, so I need a gas can. Well, where's the gas can?
rescue is coming, defend yourselves. Looks like you already started it.
Oh, I did, but you're supposed to also fill up the gas. And so where's the gas can? Maybe it's just the one gas can, which means I really fucked up. I have to go all the way back to the generator, which I think you're just seeing. So yeah, that's what it looks like. You guys deal with Grundy. I dropped the ball, quite literally. Well, I dropped the can, I guess. Or whatever.
Ugh, what was I gonna talk about? National parks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was my bad. I was supposed to take this gas can. Not good.
Do you know any like? You said there's a national park by you. Have you ever met like a forest ranger or something?
So we work on national, oh god,
Federal
forest
land.
property. Yeah, we work on federal land when we're ballooning. So I've met a game ranger who was looking for poachers because they found a dead bighorn sheep up on the canyon wall. Who had to have been shot. That's the only
Yeah.
way he would have died like that. And
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah, it was just in the middle of the morning or whatever.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm supposed to siphon from these vehicles. I get it. Okay. Yeah, you guys deal with that tank. Don't worry about me. I'm sucking gas. With a lit cigar. Just genius. Living on the edge. Only one more
So you know
vehicle.
how to deal with a bear?
Depends on the bear. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know which
Regular,
ones.
regular black bear.
Black bears, I think those are the ones you can get bigger, and they'll more likely back down. The other
Yeah.
ones, sometimes you want to soil yourself. Sometimes they'll just
Never
piss them
heard of that one.
off. Yeah, well, you shit yourself and go in the fetal position, and if they don't like the smell of you as food, you'll be okay.
I heard
Allegedly, but
bleach. I heard bleach like wards them off.
I could see that. It's really
'Cause they
strong.
have
And I
like
bet their
yeah,
noses are
really strong odor.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I gotta do it again? I gotta do it again. Alright, one more time. One more time.
75% food.
Dodge the charger. Dodge the charger, I said. Oh, you can't jump with the gas can? Oh, fuck you. Well, Lewis is dead. That's good.
Damn it, Lewis.
Well, he got punched into the river, I think is what happened. I don't know what else could have happened. Francis is down. Zoe's trying. I don't think I won this one.
Hmm.
Oh, what? I have to get the other vehicles. You can't siphon vehicles you already siphoned.
Is Dalo still making pictures or is it on hold?
My guess is he probably finished the pages, and what he's doing is he's holding until either I ask for more images or he gets paid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's the second one, which is totally understandable, you know. Um,
Yeah, it is
it's not like I haven't paid him, of course, but yeah, that's it.
a
Fuck,
firm
that's a
handshake.
tough one.
Down
Tough one.
payment, firm handshake.
Yep,
Down
exactly.
payment, Dalo.
PST, so I think that's 8 my time.
Oh, you're almost there, Cody. You're
Oh, he says
almost
10 my
there.
time. Yeah. No, I'm dead. I already lost. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for you.
I'm with you.
John Connor. We must get to the chop. Sorry, I'm just too much Red Bull on me. Too much Red Bull and opening another one. Cody, you there?
Typing.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Hey,
Don't. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I'll get. I bet Disney will mark me for using the "My oh my, what a wonderful day." That'd be kind of funny. Oh, come on. Trying to spell inconvenience, and my phone is not helping me. Oh, that's why. It's because I don't have in. I have I convenience. It'll get it if I have in. Because fucking. Oh, and then I spell it right. Yeah, I was just missing an N. Ah.
Cody, when was. Can you name one time where you had to hustle really hard?
In what, like, terms? What context?
Money.
Um,
It
not
doesn't have to be like adult
terribly.
stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you. No, not really
Like that,
terribly.
like being in school, like you hustle to buy that one
We're almost
game
out
or
of here.
something.
Ah, no, I usually just went without or found an alternative method that did not cost.
Reloading.
To be fair, I was a bit of a klepto in my teens. I'm still getting through that bit, but like literally I was compelled to for like since I was like 8 to like 15 and finally met face to face with consequences. I was a pretty gnarly klepto.
Oh
I was
my
good at
god.
it too, man. I got a lot of things out of stores that you
Oh,
wouldn't think you
I
could.
said hustle, Cody, not
That's my hustle. That's the thing. I find my
filthy,
own way.
filthy thievery.
I find my own way. But no, I haven't. Like I didn't steal any games or anything like that. That you know, they were ahead of me on that one. Those are behind locked things. But
I
flash
heard somebody
drives and such, that's a different story. And
like I
then
heard
you have
somebody
internet.
say
What?
that they took a case of pot to school and they would
Oh
sell
God.
it at lunchtime $1 a can. That's a
What?
good hustle right there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I've heard of some good ones. It's really easy for kids to trick other kids, so I've heard a lot of those. Like, somebody selling $1 comic book for $5 simply because they brought it to school to sell it, because of the
Yeah.
location, or things like that, or getting somebody to buy. There was one kid who was really good. So our pilot, he had a kid. One of his kids was really good at getting people to pay him to eat things.
Oh,
But like good
okay.
amounts of money for not that terrible of things. Really spicy things or. I think that was mainly his shtick was like super hot spicy things. So he'd buy something you couldn't get, like a super mega sucker that was super hot, and then he'd get people to pay him to eat it and make a profit on it. Pretty fucking
Mm-hmm.
genius. But yeah, personally, no. I have I always found other ways to get what I needed, and if I couldn't find another way, then I didn't really need it. And
Like
that's
this,
kind of
this
been
was
what it's been.
I had like one like last adult hustle, and that was like I would still have to hustle when I didn't have a job,
Yeah.
and what do you call it? I would always get sent out to purchase food, but I was allowed to keep a change, and I would get sent out a lot.
So you're gonna be okay.
Where like at the end of the month, I would save like $200.
Nice.
And then my friend took me to the casino.
Oh,
And
well,
this,
yeah.
this was the first time I was at the casino. It was the first time playing blackjack.
Oh, no.
I managed to double
Nice.
less than an hour.
That's what they like to... That's how they get you.
And then I came back full of confidence the next time, and I lost it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuck. Gas can. I still gotta get over there, and then I gotta fill it again. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, kill that thing, please.
You win some, you lose some.
Yes. With gambling, their goal is to make you lose all. As much as possible.
I managed to break all the casinos in New Vegas,
Nice. Right on.
where they kick you out.
Yeah. And you can't come
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Just too lucky. I love that too. I actually made a high luck character, and of course it came in passively during gameplay. You know, I'd hit more often, get criticals more often, stuff like that. But man, you really notice it in the casinos. Like just straight up, you'll be dealt so much crazy stuff, and it's cool to have a luck stat. That's fun.
Just going after those casino like achievements,
Yeah.
Reloading.
you do those right away. You could like get 100,000 caps.
Got it.
If you do them like in the beginning of the game.
Got it.
Is it 30? No, it's 30,000.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
10,000. You need 10,000 to get kicked out for casino, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's still a lot of caps.
Oh, out of the way. God damn it, Spitter. Oh, and Spitter killed Francis, too. Super.
Got it.
And I think there's a trophy to beat New Vegas under 2 hours.
Okay. I could
And
I
yeah,
guess I
I've
could
done
see
that.
that. But
and it's kind of easy. You just there's like an invisible route that lets you bypass all the territory, lets you get
okay.
to the strip. If you pick a girl character, you could get the information and chip out of Benny quicker.
Okay.
And after that is just which faction you pick, and you have to tell yes man.
Oh, yep.
At that point, you gotta go visit them, but you could just tell yes man which ones you don't care about. You could say you don't care about none of them. That also speeds it up,
That makes sense.
and then you just go straight to food damage.
Gotta get over here almost, but I don't... still don't... This one's gonna be close. I don't know if I'm gonna escape this one. I hope so, because otherwise I still kind of have to call it. But, we'll see. So there's 1, 2... Almost.
Damn. Still doing this?
Yeah, dude, it's tough. I'm gonna probably lose. I gotta get 1 more car's worth of gas. I made sure it's 1 up ahead, but there's still a good chance. I won't make it if these guys don't gun down my enemies. They don't do their fucking job. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just need to get 1 more. I don't care if I leave with you guys. You guys are my tools. Damn it. You guys suck. Help me. Or else we don't get out of here. Yeah, I've played it and beaten it plenty of times, but with somebody else, not just this dumb AI that doesn't protect you. There it goes. Well, that's it. We tried. There's nothing special. A truck shows up and picks you up. Yeah. I don't want to go through it again. But let me see. I'm going to do a couple things before we quit here. And let's see. Peter might have a little bit.
Touch it. You want to check out that wicked thing?
That's what I'm doing right now, just for a second. And then we'll. In fact, you know what? We'll do a little bit more because it's scheduled for like 6 hours, so I'm in no rush to do that.
Oh, okay. Dare you? They're all cool. No Gorgonite. No.
He likes the Legacy of Canes. A lot of people do.
I like medieval or medieval. You know that one?
I do. They just remade it apparently, and
Yeah.
well, it wasn't remade, it was a remaster, and that was a lot of people's problems, as it didn't fix a lot of the issues of the original or whatever. But the people who wanted it, wanted the remaster, loved it. So that's all I care about. If you can satisfy the audience you were aiming for, then you did your job. The rest of it's just noise or extra cream. You know.
True.
Let's see. Let's go over here. Now you still won't see in real time though. That's gonna be a hint. But I went through the campaign on the last two other ones, but maybe I'll go through it with you while we've got this open.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be showing it now. I should see it. Hopefully, I don't know where the delay is. I can actually probably find out. I think it's like 45 seconds, which is substantial, but we'll see.
45.
Yeah, I think it's like 45 seconds. It could be lower. I hope it's more like 20 seconds, but
Oh. Okay,
yeah,
I
the
see it.
delay. Yeah. Oh no, so it's about 45 seconds then. I'm right. Took about a minute for you to see that. So yeah, that's a hell of a delay. Let me see if I can do that live. Why not? We're at a tweaking part anyway. Think I can.
You think we're gonna hit the goal, Cody?
Oh no, you can't change latency while it's streaming. That makes sense. I think we're gonna hit the goal. The optimist in me says don't say anything but yes.
Absolutely, we are.
Exactly. The
Exactly.
realist in me is like, we're gonna have to claw for every freaking inch. I'm okay with that. It's fair,
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't expect nothing.
You could try. Hey, if it don't work, you try twice. That's how
Exactly.
the first one. That's how the first one went.
Exactly, and might even try Kickstarter just because they get more passive viewing and
Yeah.
have a larger audience too. You just Kickstarter has a lot of back end that doesn't help. Like you can't do perk picks for interest, for instance. You can't show these sweet pictures that kind of help to sell the thing. Particularly,
Yeah.
we don't have pictures of our physical stuff so much, but other campaigns do, and that matters to me that I can see what it looks like. But
Mm-hmm.
how many projects have funded on Kickstarter that didn't do that? So I mean,
Yeah.
And I also think there's a little bit difference with how you can set up pitches and all. I will be interested to
I wonder what
to learn a new
people use.
medium, a new platform.
Yeah, I was saying. I wonder what software people use to have the f- the cover on a fake book, like 3D book.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of
'Cause
that.
I see, yeah, I see it in a lot of camp. How do you do that? That's not like in Photoshop. Like, you're obviously not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People can do a lot of crazy things with images, and I'm sure a lot of it's easier than it would seem. Most illusions are a lot easier than
We
they
are
appear to
very
be.
delusioned.
Yes, very delusional.
Hey, I saw Mo.
Yeah. So you told me to do that. You said it needs. Well, I said Mo with a mistypo, and he was like, "You always need more Mo,"
Dang it.
and that inspired me to put Mo there. So
I got to commission a more perfect Mo.
I like imperfect Mo though. But yeah, it would be neat to have a more regal looking mayor of Funtown. But but no, this is
I could
good.
no, it could look exactly the same. It's just more cleaner.
Yeah, I get what you mean. The lines and stuff, a little
Yeah.
rough. But he's a shapeshifter, so mid
Chunky,
shape shifting.
mid
Um,
chunk.
yeah, mid chunk, not fully chunk yet. But yeah, so um, the pitch, I'm still waiting. I like my pitch. I think the images are good. They grab eyes. I kind of wish issue one's cover was the same size as issue two's here, but you can't do that in Indiegogo. It's whatever size they are, so I'd have to resize it myself, and I'd have to find that.
Yeah.
I can do that. It can be done. I'm bitching about things that can be done and take 10, 15 minutes. It's not worth bitching about, but how much effort I need to put in versus how much it will work. I think this works fine. Um, you can always make something more perfect, and therefore
Yeah.
you'll
That's
never
right.
actually reach perfection. So it's kind of eh. Price wise, you'll actually be able to get most of the money. Uh, Most of the prices are the same as issue one's campaign, which is nice. Um, One thing I did add, which was kind of cool, and you might not have seen, are the add-ons.
The
So
what?
say you get the complete package and you click on here and you get that. Well, Indiegogo has this new option. It's not that new. I think it was available when I did Jack 1 and 2, but I'm not 100% sure. They did a few things since then. Like the pre-launch page and upcoming and stuff, that's all new. Well, not the pre-launch page, but the fact that they'll feature pre-launch pages, that's new.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, they
and
did that.
they just signed up with a printer too and a fulfillment center, so that's kind of neat too. See how that goes. Um,
Cool.
but anywho, if this loads up, so you get in here. It'll be a minute till you see it, and you get your prices. You don't have shipping yet, but then you can go down
Complete
here.
package. Tell me,
Yeah. So I eventually click on the complete package, and
that's
you
a
get
good
all these cool
price though.
stuff. Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking. Shipping
Three
is
issues.
yeah. You get all 3 issues for what you paid for two last time.
Usually that's what they charge for one issue.
Exactly. That's my hope is that doing this will get even more people on board. But you can then once you're in, you can add in the shirt for an extra $12, or you can upgrade to all 5 of the prints for an extra $10. And then of course
But you get
we're charging shipping this time too. That's the big difference. But shipping domestically is $5, so not much addition. So $30, 3 issues, the digitals, a sticker, and a pinup.
yeah, I guess that is
And
pretty
then
good.
and then you can add a shirt for an extra 12, and you can upgrade to all 5 prints for another 10. So
That's
for
like a that's
60
that's like a
bucks, you get a
that's like
ton of stuff.
that's like a $50 perk.
Yep. So that's my hope. People like that, and they have the option. Also, our secret perk has some cool ways. If people are lucky enough to get linked to the secret perk or have signed up for our GoGo mailing list, they'll be getting the complete package in a different form. Basically, I'll be offering just number 3 and extras here. That this tier, which is only $10. If you already backed us last time, pretty easy little buy there, in my opinion. Helps us keep putting the frontier back into the final frontier. Um, and with the secret perk, you get number 3 and extras for, I believe I wanted to do 750, but they won't allow 50-cent things, so $8. You'll get number 3 and extras, and it has the ability to add on issue 1 and 2 for $5 a piece.
Yeah.
And so you get a little bit of a deal on the complete package. Uh,
Weren't you? What about what? So when the campaign gets funded, is that when you're gonna start adding the stretch goals?
okay, so let me go down to that. Actually, I did. I had thought about that, and I was like, no, people like knowing at least the first stretch goal. People like knowing
Which
that
is the
from the
vid,
beginning. So in
the
this
tracker.
case, oh, I wish it was. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Stretch goal number 1 gets me paid. That's what I wrote here. It gets me paid. Otherwise, we just get whatever. Stretch goal 1, I'm not actually in the right place. Stretch goal 1 is down here. I talk about it up there, but oh, maybe it was above that.
Yeah.
It was above that. Then I must.
Cody,
Oh, there it
you do
is.
need to get paid.
I do. But anywho, at 10 grand, I'll get a little bit of a paycheck, which will go to upgrading my PC, and
Definitely.
we'll be giving backers a second exclusive pinup. So if you got all the pinups, you'll be getting 6 pinups. But if you got just the one that comes with issue number 3 or with the complete package, you'll be getting a second exclusive one that wasn't from one of our previous campaigns. At the moment, the pinup you'll get is one of the 6. I don't know if we want to offer the Cactus Coyote one as one of the random prints. Just
Which one?
from the start. It's the Mr. Marvel one. Because that
You
went
could put,
out
you could put in the new Andre Boscolo one version.
with Jack in the background. Well, then maybe there's 6 of them, because that's not bad, and it is. I do use it as advertisement at the bottom here.
Well, if you want, it's just up to you.
It's a
It's
really
not
cool
very-
image. I
It's
like
a
it.
cool image. It's very loosely Jack connected. I think it'd be better just to have a very cool artist just do something really really cool.
New,
For
and that's what
Jack.
I was thinking
Yeah.
too for a stretch goal, and then I can hire a new artist. In fact, there's a couple of higher end artists, but that would eat into my pay. So we'll see how far we get. But if we can hit that 10 grand, we're in business. That's
Yeah.
everything that needs to be done with this campaign. If we can hit the 8,500, then we get the book made. Happy.
Mhm.
But yeah, tonight I'll be talking with Wicked to solidify the issue 1 and issue 2 talks,
Hey,
so I
that's
can
in
stop saying
Why is that in there?
that's
Like,
the bit.
the coyote thing.
Oh, I told you. I was like, go to the bottom, check it out if it's
I
cool or
know.
not. But why is it
Yeah.
in there? Because IronVerse is much bigger than just Jack. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. You shut me up.
But no, really.
Slapped me there.
But it's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. I wrote it
You-
right there.
You whacked me with a mallet.
I did, but no, that's really its point. It's a good. I wanted to finish it with the credits. The Jack Iron Steel Cowboy credits from issue 2 because that looks really cool. It's a nice parting image. But then I was
It
like,
is a nice party image.
I gotta credit people
What is this
still
now?
though. So then I credited people, and they're like, well, I don't want to end with the credits. What else do I got that's cool? And so that's what we did. And then it also links to Cactus Coyote, the manga. It links to our Twitter. It links to the Patreon, and it links to the
Mhm.
YouTube channel. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll provide extra exposure. And again, I'm hoping it makes us look bigger and more legit than we are. We go from chicken shit outfit to shit outfit.
Nope. Honk honk.
Yep, honk honk. Oh, waka
Pro
waka.
a cigarette.
Yeah, Protorets. I'm pretty sure.
Protorets?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call them in lore.
Okay.
You got a Protoret, but
Yeah, I got a story where I made up my own cigarettes too.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the Jack Irons 3 campaign for anybody else who's watching later, whatever. It's kind of some talking about, just figuring it out. But yeah, we're aiming for 8,500, which if we go ahead and go over here, let me yeah, you're seeing all my sorted bookmarks. No, I don't think anything there is sorted. It's mostly clutter from like 4 years ago. I haven't gone in and deleted. Like Fallout mod links and all kinds of weird shit.
So the whole
But this is
funding
2.
is gonna go to printing, right?
Another thing to talk to Wicked about. I'm unsure. What I did, the original goal that gets
That's a lot
everybody
of
paid,
printing.
you would think. I need
I will
7,600
Now
to
prove me
pay
wrong.
everybody. I need 7,600 to pay everybody. That gets the comic made. I put it at 8,500 because I don't trust anything. Basically, that's the wiggle room in case I have to pay for printing or shipping or anything weird
Taxes.
comes up. It's that 5% from GoGo, the fact that they hold another 5% until you're completely fulfilled for returns.
Yeah, and you gotta pay everybody right away,
Yeah.
or else taxes.
Yeah.
If you hold on to that money to the very end of the year, you'll lose
Yeah.
even more in taxes. It's better just to
Exactly.
pay everyone off.
Yep, as soon as possible. So that's the big thing, and so that's why the goal. I originally had the campaign set at 7,600, and the more I thought about it, the more that leaves no margin for error, and we would actually have to earn another 500 just to make sure that GoGo doesn't fuck anybody out of a page
It
or two
will.
of rate. So
will.
exactly. So that's why we had to set it higher, and
Better
that's so.
safe than sorry.
And so we're trying to reach what we did with the issue 2 campaign, which you'll see in a second, Dollar, I'm showing. We hit $8,743 on the last campaign, and that's without running in demand like a lot of these other creators for a year and a half. We ran in demand for 3 months. So
Yeah,
my
people
hope,
want it.
yeah, and
People
people have
want it.
been wanting it forever, and so I'm hoping. It seems like a lot of people are actually getting their first issue 1s and issue 2s, hopefully through the campaign. But again, I'm going to talk to Wicked. We'll see how they're handling the public reprints. My opinion is I should just be able to buy the issues from them at cost plus labor, whatever they want to do.
When is this starting? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It is the 19th. January, I believe, is a 31-day month. It might not be. If so, it's a little under 2 weeks either way. And that's if
Already?
I start at the beginning of February. I'm unsure if I've been vague about just a genuine February release, just because there are so many comics trying to fund in February,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, I think. It allows us to boost each other and be louder about it, but it also means
Yeah.
that it's a lot of noise to compete with and a lot of dollars that
Yeah.
you're trying to not take from others, but you're trying to filter to you. And so
Yeah.
I'm unsure. I might want to watch that for like a week, see how
Yeah.
February goes and then launch. But
Yeah. You might be, because when I was doing the Coyote, uh, I should have really given myself an extra month.
yeah, we
Because
just
then the
kind of pulled
color
the trigger on that
pages
one.
started coming in, and I was like, oh, I wish I had a month just to have these pages ready.
Yeah, and they'd look a lot. Yeah, it would help the campaign page and all of that faster in the first appearance of it. That mattered. First time somebody
Mhm.
sees it matters a lot. And
Yeah.
all of that. So here's hoping. Here's hoping that all the pretty pictures we got for Jack will sell a couple more books. But exactly. Enough to make another book. I think so. I think so. But let me see where we're at live stream time. I can actually take it off of that and move it over here. We are at 2 hours, 15 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I need
Cool.
to go check on my puppy. I think I'm going to do that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Narcoins,
I
for
think we're
joining
good.
us. For
No
sure.
problem.
I might stream again later if I'm feeling up to it. I actually have the day off tomorrow, so I might do that. So if you're
Yeah.
around, I'll let you know. Be cool to
More
talk
gaming.
again. Yeah, more gaming, just
Mhm.
filling time and
More
broadcasting.
playing.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for watching. I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. That was also Dollar Coins with IronVerse Comics, and we're here to
I
bring you
am
the
Dollar
best
Coins.
of the Weird Space West. And put the frontier back into
Funny.
the final frontier. All right, folks.
Watch. Watch.
And
Watch. See
whipping
you later.
sounds come extra. Take care, folks.